Hi Shauna, this is your reading. You've mentioned that this is your first reading, so I'll try and be as descriptive as possible to make it as easy for you to understand as I can. So I'm starting off with the past issue with you. And I'm saying a past issue, but I feel it's relevant to you still now. I feel a complete change, an end that you experienced, where the path feels to me like the path you was on, it felt quite secure. You was on this journey, or your life was going on in a certain way, and then something changed in your life. Something changed, and then the way you moved on, the way it feels for me, is sadness from you, as if, oh well, okay, I'm gonna have to do this and then move on. That's how it feels, what you experienced. So you was on this path, and it felt like it felt like the journey on this path ended sooner than you expected, and you're like, oh well, I'll pick myself up and I'll carry on. So moving on to where you are now, and where I said it's a past issue that I feel that you're dealing with now, and it is still very strong with you now, because I feel you're focusing more on the negative aspects of that rather than realising what you have got. And I understand what you have got isn't what you used to have, but it's still not that bad. I see potential. I don't see masses with you at the moment, to be honest, but I feel so much potential with what you have at the moment. There's so much more for growth. So don't give up. And okay, I can see why you're feeling this way, because what you have, it feels very unsettled and like, what do I do with it? There's me saying, okay, you've got great potential with what you have. Stop focusing. So let me just recap. I see you focusing on the negative rather than what you have, because I see so much potential in what you do have. But the problem I'm picking up with you is you're seeing what you have, but regarding potential wise, you're like, oh, what do I do? Okay, I've got this and this, and I feel you have things, but you just can't. You're not seeing things in the right perspective to get onto the next stage, onto progressing. You're like, okay, I've got this, but what do I do with it? It's like you don't know how to progress. So you're aware of what you have, but you're not seeing the potential, and that's what I'm getting quite strong with you now. And I feel it's because it's this past aspect where you just lost so much, and you felt everything was so secure on this longer path. Well, it was shorter than you expected. You expected a longer journey with this, and it ended a lot shorter. So, and what you have, you're not seeing the full potential, and the reason why, it's because of this bad experience you went through. So, you are wanting to just as the saying goes, stand up, dust yourself down and carry on. I feel you wanting to do that, but I just feel it feels to me that you're lost on just how to move forward, and you wanting to move forward. You would really love to, and you're willing to fight for it as well. And I don't get you like, oh, what do I do, giving up. I feel you're wanting this, and I feel you're willing to fight for it. So what the advice is, you've got to get what you've got, and you've got to condense it. You've got to put things together, and rather than have things all scattered around, pull it all together, condense it, be solid. And I feel this is also family aspect as well. You've got to grab what you've got and then move on. So that's what they're telling me. You've got the drive within you to want to do this. You've got the vision of what you want, but you're just not sure on how to do it. And they're telling me you've got to grab everything together. And I feel like a family hug with this. Just get your family with you, and let's be strong, and then we can move on. And that's what the message is for you, is you can move on. Okay, I'm getting some advice with you for you is, don't just start thinking, oh okay, I can get away with doing this, I can get away with doing that. It's not going to be the advice is for you not to take a half-hearted approach. It's to gather everything, everyone, stick together and then move on, rather than just willy-nilly bits and pieces here and there, because that's not going to be enough foundations for you. Okay, the image that I'm getting in my head, imagine a structure on legs, and the more legs around, the more solid this structure will be. If you've only got a few legs for this structure to stand on, it's not going to be as strong, and that's what they're telling me with you. You've got to get everything together, work and be the one structure, and that will be your support to move on. Okay, so how do I see things panning out for you? Yes, it's positive. I see things starting to bloom, but try not to run before you can walk with this moving on. And this feels for me is wait for things to progress rather than okay, because I feel what's going to happen is when you start seeing the positive aspects of you getting things together, because I feel you'll be doing this. Just a caution is for you is when you see things starting to progress because you've got this solid structure, don't get impatient, because I feel I do pick up concern. You think, okay, yeah, right, I know what I'm doing, this is good, I've got the things start falling into place, and you want to run, and that's not going to be good for you. So take things slow. This is in the future what I see, so you have that ability to start to calm things down. If you do so, I feel this is very springtime with you. I know we're just approaching the winter, but I feel this is more of a springtime issue with you. When things start falling into place, don't get the urge to go full speed ahead. Take your time with this, and they're telling me spring, and I feel this is going to be more beneficial for you for the springtime. Okay, I hope this reading manages to give you some help, and I managed to connect with you. As with all the readings on this group, please remember to leave me feedback, as it helps me progress as a reader, and let me know whether I managed to connect with you or not. So, many thanks to you, and many blessings.